Hey there, everyone. So I wanted to give you another update on the tax refund statuses for a lot of taxpayers this year. So what are we seeing now? Well, just to recap a bit here, March 1 was kind of a hurdle date for a lot of taxpayers. If you filed in January or February, your return would have shown as accepted, but it'd be in processing for weeks. And a lot of that was related to the PATH Act, right? So the government was actually prohibited from issuing tax refunds before this date if you had either the earned income tax credit or a child tax credit on there, okay? Now that that's over, we're starting to see a little more progress, right? So people are getting their refunds deposited. Some got them late last week. Others are getting them yesterday, this morning even. And then even if you are not getting your refund deposited yet, a lot of where's my refund statuses and the account transcripts are being updated to show that the refunds are approved for release, and you'll see a direct deposit date. So some taxpayers have seen maybe even as late as like March 20th, right? Last week they got a notice saying their deposit will be available March 20th. Still quite a ways away, but at least it's a good sign that there's some movement there. Now for the downsides, right? This is also, we're starting to enter that phase where people are getting updates that their returns are going to be delayed for a while, right? You'll either get a notice that, perhaps your return was subject to further review, which means the IRS is really just going to look at it internally to see if everything's okay. Some people are getting that kind of notification and then an anticipated resolution date as far as June, right? So if you get a notice that your return was subject to more review, and they do give you a date, at least an anticipated date on when they think they're going to resolve it. It could be as far out as a couple months, so not great. The even worst case scenario is if you get a notice that you're being audited, right? I mean, that's obviously not good either. So if you get a notification that your return is being subjected to a full-fledged audit, you'll get a notice in the mail that'll talk about the next steps and what you need to do. Now, paper filed returns, I want to emphasize this again. I've talked about this a lot before. My advice is really try to avoid paper filed returns for a number of reasons. One, paper filing returns, meaning if you download the forms off the internet from the IRS website, fill them out yourself, do all the calculations yourself, there's very likely going to be errors, right? There are going to be math errors, there's going to be tax calculation errors. So I recommend not doing paper filing in that fashion. The other issue is just the time delay. If you paper file a return, the IRS opens the mail and they process returns in the order they're received, right? So now, because of the massive backlogs from last year, more people are filing this year, you could be waiting months to even a year to get a return processed if you paper file a return right now, right? So you don't want to be waiting a year. Now, also with the paper filing, I know a big issue is always the cost, right? So a lot of taxpayers don't have the funds right now to buy the tax prep software, or they don't have the funds to hire somebody to help them do it. So if you are in that position, the IRS does have free file programs available. Generally, if your AGI is under 73K, which most taxpayers are going to be in that range, you do get access to a free file platform. So the link to the IRS free file options is right here. I'll put the link below as well. Go to that site, take a look at the options. To be clear, this is not the IRS's program. These are deals the IRS has with other tax prep software providers. So there's a couple of them on their website. Just go there, have a look at them. They've all got different options as far as what's free and what your income has to be. So for example, one provider will prepare your return, or you can use their platform to prepare your return for free if your AGI is under 40K, whereas another one will be under 70. So really take a close look at it, see which one is better suited for you and your circumstances, and then use that platform to prepare the forms and electronically file with the IRS. Again, e-filing is what we're after here. It's much more accurate and it's much faster. Now, for taxpayers that are filing 2021 and they still haven't gotten their 2020 return process, there's millions of taxpayers that are in this position. They filed their return, but the account transcript shows that the IRS hasn't done anything with it yet. If that's the case, it creates an e-filing issue for 2021 because as part of the 2021 e-file, you have to enter an AGI validation, which is your prior year AGI, and that verifies you are who you are, right? You would be the one that would know your AGI from the prior year, and so that's a validation check to process 2021. Now, if the return hasn't been processed, the quick fix right now is just enter 0 as your 2020 AGI, even though you know that that's not really correct, right? Because your AGI is something. It's what you filed on your return, but for the time being, because the IRS hasn't processed the return, your AGI for the year is just showing 0. So if you need to file your 2021 return and you're getting an e-file rejection because of the AGI thing, enter a 0, then try to refile, and then that should work. Okay, so that covers it for this update. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment below. I try to answer as many as I can, and I will continue to do these updates as I just see my clients and what I hear from other taxpayers about what the progress they're making with their returns and what they're hearing from the IRS. So, so again, thank you for watching, and I hope you found the video helpful, and keep coming back for more updates that I'll have for the rest of this tax season. All right, thanks so much.